Remember when immigration was going to save the economy? Well, that illusion just collapsed. The idea that New Zealand's economy is held together by high immigration numbers has been floated for a while, but now the cracks are starting to show. For months, the post-pandemic rush of people coming through the border provided a false sense of economic security. But now, as migrant numbers drop, the economic slowdown that's been lurking in the background becomes impossible to ignore. The numbers don't lie. Stats New Zealand shows that the international migration rate has halved over the last year, from 26 per 1,000 to 13. And while that might still be high by global standards, it's clear that the golden goose of high migration isn't laying the same number of eggs. Economists are now warning that we're in for a sharp decline in growth. Look at what ASB's Mark Smith said. Without that population boost, economic growth is bound to take a hit. And that could force the Reserve Bank to make some tough decisions, including lowering interest rates. Then there's BNZ's Mike Jones, who bluntly pointed out that we've already seen the economy drop to its knees, and migration is a big part of that. Now, what we are left with is a situation where businesses that relied on a surge of workers are suddenly scaling back, just as people show up looking for jobs. Kiwibank's Jared Kerr calls it a timing problem. The demand for workers peaked last year, and now those jobs aren't around. Worse still, businesses that are hiring are flooded with desperate applicants who might not even be qualified for the role. Australia, meanwhile, is looking like a more attractive prospect for both workers and migrants. Their labour market is stronger, unemployment is lower, and the opportunities are better. So naturally, as New Zealand's migration numbers drop, Australia's starting to look like the land of plenty. The real problem is this: immigration has been propping up the economy, papering over the cracks, and now that it's drying up, we're starting to see just how fragile things really are. Whether it's the housing market, retail spending, or jobs, the signs are there. What's more worrying is that without the constant influx of people, New Zealanders are now heading overseas in search of better opportunities themselves. And here's the kicker: this drop in migration is just one more headache for an economy already in trouble. The government's answer will have to be more than just tweaking interest rates. It's going to need a real plan to attract talent and keep people here. Before you go, remember that immigration laws change all the time. So watch this video to make sure that you're on the right track. Until next time, see you soon.